Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Tom Rayleigh. The scenario is called Unremembered. It was written by Heinrich D. Moore, and it's available at Drive-Thru RPG. Our game master is Alex Sun, and this is episode 3. A recap will be given by Max Meltzer as his character, Rico Garcia. So, without any further delay, laissez le bon temps rouler. Max?
This is a note found somewhere in Louisiana. As I sit here, I can see the seething and nacreous cloud waves lapping at the windows of the police cruiser. Today was a blur. When I arrived at the Lafayette Theater, I immediately went inside and snatched the King in Yellow from the scene. I went out and saw that Bordelon was disturbed, so I decided to take him home. It became apparent that he'd forgotten his own address. We sat down together, imbibing and reading the words in those blasphemous reams. I think we were both transfixed immediately, felt a certain hollowness of being unable to actually see the play performed. We also discovered that Elysian Wells, the town in which Raymond Dubois may have ascended, had disappeared. The rest of the group arrived to pick me up to return to Franklin Dubois' house, where the location of Elysian Wells was identified on an antique atlas. We decided to visit Elysian Wells, and Bizanet proposed we pick up Bordelon to come with us. When we returned to Bordelon's house, we observed that he had scrawled the perfect words of the play all over his walls. He attempted to acquire the stage directions, but Bizanet prevented him, at which point Bordelon threatened him with a pistol. I knew that Bordelon and I could perform the play if we got the stage directions, so I attempted to steal them. Mattingly, thinking I was going for a gun, threatened to give me a non-medical lobotomy. We're almost at Elysian Wells now, that place at which the curtain will rise once more.
Thank you, Max. You leave the lights of New Orleans behind in your rearview mirror as you drive to your destination, Elysian Wells. Martha, I believe you're following the police officers.
Yes,
and they're leading the way. So you start to drive through the swamp, and an hour in, you see the lights of Delacroix, the last town before Elysian Wells. There's a small gas station. It's lonely with a yellow neon sign that says Delacroix Gas. It's also 2 a.m. What would you like to do?
Hey, can we stop here? I gotta take a pee.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna watch him though.
You're gonna watch me?
From a safe distance.
Well, I don't know.
So-
I can pee pretty far.
So you're going to enter the gas station?
Yeah.
All right. An elderly man is at the counter. Says, "Evening, officer."
Suppose I walked in there to get a cup of coffee too.
Yeah,
Got a restroom? Where's your restroom?
it's in the back.
Do I need a key or something?
He tosses you a key.
Right.
Hey, Pops, do you know where Elysian Wells is around here?
Elysian Wells?
Yeah, Elysian Wells.
Never heard of it. And actually, you're the second group that's asked me that this week.
Second group. Who else asked?
Bunch of teenagers.
Teenagers, eh? What about yay tall, haircut that looks like an eraser?
I think so. My mind's pretty sharp, you see.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
Maybe 2 days ago, 3.
Did they mention anything else?
It's just they were looking for some Elysian Wells place, but like I said, doesn't exist.
Were they
Sounds-
just teenagers, or was there an adult with them?
No, it was just teenagers. About 5 of them.
Okay. So does that line up with the amount of kids that we know are missing?
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks for that information. I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. You got a sting operation here?
Well, I can't make too many comments on an ongoing investigation, but the information that you've given us is relevant.
Hopefully you're charging overtime.
Plenty of overtime to go around on this one, I can assure you.
And he gets you all coffees.
Appreciate that.
Hey, Pops, could I get a couple of ding dongs, a soda, and do you have any jerry cans at all?
Oh yeah, we got gas.
Okay, can I get 2 jerry cans full of fuel as well, please? And I'll
Sure.
get out and open the trunk of the boot.
Yep. So he gets out the supplies that you bought and puts them on the counter, rings it up. You pay.
And a Snickers bars.
All right. At this point, Bordelon, do you leave the bathroom?
Yeah, I come back around.
I'm gonna buy some peanuts and a lighter,
Yeah. Go for it.
a couple of smokes.
Am I handcuffed still?
I was assuming you're not handcuffed.
I think if he were handcuffed, I definitely wouldn't have. I would have probably taken him off to let him go do
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
That'd be causing a scene.
And I'm just going to poke Ed on the shoulder. And Ed, I'm just going to go to the bathroom too. You know, if you hear a gunshot, it's probably just an alligator sticking its head through a glory hole. Just walk off.
That wouldn't be the first time.
All right. So you head into the bathroom and written all over the walls.
I'm back in the store now.
All right. Written all over the walls is Casilda's song.
Yep, just going to look around, do what I need to, and head back out. Oh, actually, I might have a look, see if I can spot anything that maybe the kids have. Oh, let's see, 2 days ago. Nah, it's okay. I'm done. I'm out.
All right. Yeah, it might have been the kids, maybe. And you leave the bathroom, hand back the keys. Would you like to do anything else at this gas station?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a bunch of zip ties.
I need some
Okay.
chocolate.
Yeah. You make your purchases.
Before we continue our convoy, I'm gonna call Martha over.
All right. So Martha, you were in your car. Now you're being called.
Yeah, I was just stretching my legs, having a wander around.
Hey,
That wants to speak to me. And
yeah, I forgot to give you this on when we started, but here, take a handheld, just in case you need to get us on the horn while we're driving.
perfect.
You ready, Bordelon?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Did you wash your hands?
Of course I wash my hands. What do you think I am?
Going to open up the back door and get him in.
Right. And everyone gets in without any problems.
I hope so.
I'm the wheel.
Okay. So you're going to continue your drive then through the Louisiana Bayou. The dirt roads slowly become mud. There's the pitter patter of rain. A thick fog rolls in as well as mist. which would reduce your visibility. Everything here is abandoned and overgrown. Soon the pitter-patter of rain becomes a torrential downpour.
I told you you're not going to be able to find it.
Geez, I think I got a couple of slickers in the car, but I don't know if I have enough for everybody.
Is it
Are you
misty?
afraid of rain?
Yes, it is misty.
Does the mist look a little bit wavy?
You swamp gas.
No, it looks like regular mist.
Normal mist. Okay.
Yes. There's the occasional flash of lightning. And
We've got a real storm of brewing.
Martha, you're following the patrol car,
Indeed.
and it's very hard to see. You can barely see one car's distance away from you. But what you do see is a winged creature about size of a desk, with a wingspan of maybe 10 feet. This form, it lands on the patrol car with a dull thud. And you all hear it, for those of you in the patrol car.
Ed, what the fuck did you hit?
I'll take a sanity roll for Martha.
I don't think I hit anything.
The sanity success.
Sounds like it's on the roof.
There's something on the roof, all right. I
One.
can
I think
feel
we're
it.
getting picked up in the literal sense here.
I'll jump on the radio and say, Detective Bissonette, there appears to be a large bird of prey of some description that's landed upon your roof. I'm going to try and honk the horn to scare it off.
Okay.
And I will honk my horn.
So through the rain, your headlights, they're illuminating this patrol car, this form. It floats upwards silently as you wail on the horn.
Oh, so it
Worked.
took off.
You think
Gone.
so?
Oh, I was going to slam the brakes.
What kind of bird is out in this
I'd
kind of
rather if
weather?
you didn't slam on the brakes when I'm following you behind in poor conditions.
Oh, well, I'd have told you to stop.
How fast is everyone going?
Pretty slow. If it's really rainy and muddy,
And muddy.
Yeah.
really slow because we can't see anything. So maybe 20, 30 miles an hour at the most.
Okay.
I gotta pick up the radio and say to Martha, what do you mean a large bird of prey? Like, are we talking an eagle or are we talking a fucking pterodactyl?
Oh, technically a pterodactyl is not a bird.
A large bird. I think the shadows are casting a bit longer than they particularly would on a clearer night. Big bird landing on top of you, pissed off. That's what I know.
Jesus, Mattingly, you ever read a book?
Can you see it? Is it still around us at all?
It flew off when I honked the horn.
Probably halfway to Carcosa.
Ed, maybe we should pull over and get some of the supplies out of the back.
Well, I think I get what you're saying. It did seem to land on our roof with some force. Maybe we should check that it didn't damage the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
So you're going to pull over to the side of the road then?
All right, I'll put my hazards on.
Right. And as you slow down to pull over to the side of the road, just mud kicking up everywhere, through the flashes of lightning, you see stone columns, like Roman style, and half-ruined walls, masked statues. But they seem out of place amongst the overgrown trees.
Hey, Mattingly,
What?
what do you make of all that over there?
I don't think Elysian Worlds is an art center, so I don't know. It's not making sense to me. I think we need to get the shotgun out of the boot.
Well, get what you need and get back in the car.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go straight to the boot and open it up and take out the shotgun in the boot.
Yep, I believe there's also an assault rifle, like in the police car.
All right. When we're back in, I'm going to hop back in the car, just sort of idle forwards. And I'm going to use my spotlight that's on the on the dash and the windshield. And I'm going to sort of slow roll and shine the spotlight on these things that you were describing to us.
Yeah.
And radio to Martha.
So they look very out of place. Once again, the columns, they usually support structures like ceilings. They're not supporting anything. They're just columns right in the smack dab middle of nothing.
Mattingly, should we investigate this? And if so, how are we going to do this?
Well, I say we send Rico out. I ain't going out there with some flappy bird hanging around.
It'd be my pleasure.
Is there a way to, is there a driveway going into it or?
No, it's amongst the overgrown grass. Off-road.
I'll go out up to one of the columns.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna watch him intensely as he goes.
You step out into the pouring rain.
Well, I have to let him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You let him out?
So while he's getting let out, I'm going to jump on the radio and say, we are like stopping in overgrown, muddy swampland in the middle of the pouring rain. I suspect we're going to get bogged if we don't like find better ground to stop on.
This is true.
It's a good idea. Maybe we should roll up to at least higher ground so that we don't have to start from the bottom of a hill. Are we kind of close to the place that we're trying to get to? Or is this pretty far still from where we think Elysian Wells is?
You think another 15-minute drive and you'll be there.
So we're this wouldn't be beyond the pale of a location that these kids are trying to do some ritual in, right?
Unless they're ancient Romans building something in the middle of the swamp. I don't think this is them.
You don't think the architecture matches anything that you've read from these scripts or anything?
I mean, look at it. It's been there for 400 years, it looks like. Doesn't look new. Does it look new? Has it got mold and lichens growing all over it?
You're right about that. I just
aged.
I think that thing was a tatter.
What?
A tatter, like from the poem. Songs that the Hyades shall sing where flap the tatters of the king. That was a king's tatter, whatever that is.
The thing is that worries me is that you're not totally making no sense.
It's all a mystery until it's solved. I say we go on. Who cares about the stupid columns in the middle of nowhere?
I'm going to give the shotgun to Ed, and I'm going back to the boot, and I'm getting out the assault rifle.
Okay.
Mattingly, what do you think about this?
Could you hand me the stage directions while you're at it?
Nice try.
I left it in my other jacket.
It doesn't matter. We'll know them soon enough.
Ominous.
So, Mattingly, do you think this is anything to do with what we're looking for, or should we just keep on rolling?
Honestly, Ed, logically speaking, these statues, Elysian Wells isn't anywhere that seems to be well known. I really doubt that they'd have some sort of cultural arts center that does this type of thing. I don't know. There was something weird on the roof of the car. I think we need to get back in the car and keep moving.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit you, Creakle.
Martha, what do you think? Keep going or check this out?
If we can't find somewhere appropriate to stop, I suspect we're going to end up getting bogged. Like the amount of time we're spending talking about it and getting stuff out of our cars is increasing the likelihood that we're going to get stuck in the pouring rain. That we have a destination in mind. Yes, this is strange, but I must stress that I simply think this is a case of a young man who's gotten a bit too obsessed with this idea of living up to his father's name and has whipped his friends into a frenzy. I don't really see why we're getting so concerned. A big bird flew out of the rain, tried to take shelter on your car.
Copy that. All right. We're going to put a pin in this. If it ends up being something that we think is relevant later, we can always come back. We're just going to keep going towards where we think Elysian Wells is.
All right. So you're going to get back into your car and keep driving. It's about 10 minutes later and you're going about 20 miles an hour. I'll take a drive check from you, Esonet and Martha. Because out of the mist, right in the middle of the road, is a statue.
Oh boy.
So what was the result of your drive auto?
99.
Hey, far out. This is going to end well.
All right. So you actually crash into the statue. Everyone in the car is going to take 2 damage.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
You bump.
I'm all blurry. I feel like I've had oh my God, my hangover.
Same for you, Martha. Just 2 damage.
Yeah, sure as well.
You bump your car.
Christ, that came out of nowhere. What the hell? Who put statues in the middle of the road?
It's an angel. Looks like it's wearing a mask.
I'm gonna immediately say to Ed, "There's something wrong here. I think this is like an ambush set up for us."
Is the car still operable?
Roll luck.
Did we hit the statue and then she hit us?
Yes.
Yeah. How could you not say that in the road?
Yeah, Ed. That's why I should have been driving.
So I just
you want me to drive?
You passed the luck? No, it still works.
Listen, it's raining, it's pouring, I can't see anything, and that just came up out of nowhere and it's in the middle of the road.
I'm not sure you can go around it without getting ditched in the swamp at the side.
Yes, the statue itself has its wings outspread and it's smiling at you.
How close are we? Maybe we can walk.
You could walk. You're about a 5-minute drive away, but you could also take the cars.
If I walk up to the statue, does it have anything unique about it?
Yes, since you asked that, it looks like the mask on its face comes off.
I'm going to put it on.
No touching, no.
I'm going to put it on.
You put it on.
I think it suits me, guys.
It fits perfectly.
Oh. Someone's looking out for us, Mattingly. You're right.
Oh my God!
Officer Garcia, why are you putting a
has
mask
just
on?
gone completely
Like
insane.
this seems silly to me. We're in the middle of a downpour right now.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want my face to get wet.
What does
There
the
are
statue's
umbrellas.
face
We have raincoats.
The face of the statue?
The sheer
It's
amount
blank.
of. Why
I'm gonna
Martha-
go back to the boot.
It makes no sense. I don't understand why you wouldn't just grab a raincoat. Why are you grabbing a mask of all things? This makes no sense to me. Like,
So can I swat that off of his face and throw it in the woods?
No, I'm going to fight him if he tries to do that.
oh Jesus Christ,
Are we going into combat?
men, goodness me.
How do you know that I'm the one wearing the mask and that you all aren't the ones that are wearing masks?
He's got a very good philosophical point.
I'm just sort
Why
of
is
going
this
to
even an argument? We're in the middle of a fucking downpour.
All right, Rico,
Can
get
we
back in
figure
the
out what
car.
the fuck we're doing? Please, Jesus Christ.
Get back in the car, Rico.
Sure, I'll get in the car.
Oh, I was hoping you'd go out there and fight so that I could steal the manuscript.
Oh, apologies.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not opening these doors anymore unless I have to let these guys out.
I'm going to throw a chocolate ding dong in with them.
All right. About 5 minutes through the rain-soaked bayou, you arrive. Welcome to Elysian Wells.
Hey, look there.
Past
I
the
was
welcome-
wrong. I was wrong. I admit it. I'm the first person to admit that I was wrong.
Past this sign is a small village. There are burnt-out cars, emptied, abandoned, all around.
What the hell happened here? Do they look like cars of a recent make and model, or are they old cars?
Nothing past 1987.
I'm going to say to Ed, hey, you remember that town with the burning coal pit that, it's all on fire and they
Up
abandoned?
in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, you think something like that happened here?
Oh, you're talking about Silent Hill?
That doesn't exist yet.
Maybe, but I know the town you're talking about.
The real Silent Hill.
Could be maybe something happened and it just was a total loss, natural disaster, and people just left.
Mhm.
Hey,
The houses.
You haven't looked at all the buildings. There's probably people here somewhere.
So onto that, the houses mostly by the lake shore are crumbling, darkened, empty. Boats, they're tied to private piers. They float near, drifting away.
See, if you'd have grown up in the bayou, you'd say, "Hey, this is just like home." It's like perfectly. Could you let me out of this fucking car now?
What are you trying to do?
You brought me around, so I want to look around.
What do you want to do? Go to the visitor center, check out the cultural sites?
Why did you
here?
bring me? I want to look around. That's why I'm here, right?
All right, well, let's get to the point where we can safely park our vehicles, good stopping points. We only just rolled into town. Let's keep
Split up and cover more ground.
That's not going to happen.
Oh, I don't know about that.
We're finding the kids here.
I'm not crazy, but
Yeah.
Well,
Can I
So
see
it's-
any notable buildings at all?
Yes, there's a sheriff's office, as well as a school and community center.
is it still pouring down rain or is that stopped?
The rain has lightened up a bit. However, it's still
Muddy.
coming down.
I'm going to slap Ed on the shoulder and go, hey, look, local sheriff's department, let's go have a look. They'd probably have some
Mhm.
sort of record, something. There could be something left in there.
As you
Yeah.
walk, as you're walking towards that building, you've noticed that there's just so many yellow signs graffitied onto buildings.
Are any lights on anywhere?
No.
Excellent.
What do we hear? Do we hear anything?
You hear
Besides-
the howling wind
So
and your
they
own
can hear-
footsteps.
They can hear me in the car going, "Are you going to let me out of the fucking car?"
I suppose we should bring the kids with us, Ed. It is a family vacation, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't be
Let's-
right to leave them stranded in there. I don't think it'd be safe either if something were to happen to us.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
So the school building, is it in good condition? There are abandoned houses. Are they in good condition? Like, what are there places that look particularly run down, or are they like doing all right?
Give me a spot hidden.
Me?
31.
Just-
that is a
Yeah,
regular
everyone's
success.
fine. A success?
Yeah.
All right. Beyond the school, which you would presume to be the sports fields, there's some lights on from like a football lights, stadium lights. And you can
Right.
barely see it through the mist and the fog.
The field lights are on. Banking on my knowledge of human beings don't like being in the dark, I suspect that's where our kids are. We can find them, put them in the car, and go home. And I'm going to take off towards the lights.
All right.
I'll follow her.
Are you
And-
gonna on foot or are you gonna drive over?
How did you get out of the car, Rico?
Oh, am I not let out?
I'm going to put my
We just
raincoat
got-
on and just
No.
trudge through.
All right.
Clipboard in hand, just full on.
And did you,
Oh,
did you
okay,
roll
all
anything
right.
higher than a success?
Pardon?
Did anyone roll higher than a success?
Oh, I didn't
Or
roll.
their spot hidden?
So
I got a 14, but I'm still in the car.
So I got a 24 out of 70. So that's
It's hard.
okay.
Yeah. So when Mattingling was talking about the sheriff's office and you looked towards it, you could have swore you saw movement.
Hey, Martha, hold on. I've got my rifle out. Mattingly, come here. And I kind of I look back towards the car a little sheepishly, and I go, just a second.
What's up, Ed?
There's movement.
Out comes a double D torch.
All right, you got the light. I'm gonna have my rifle at the ready, and I'm gonna approach the building
Okay.
and sort of stay off to the side of the door.
Well,
And as you approach the building, you're hearing in a teenager's voice. He watches. He sees all.
Hey, you all right in there?
You shine the light in.
Mattingly?
yeah, she's shining in.
You see a scrawny teenager.
Holy
Emaciated,
Holy
wild,
shit! Ed.
crazed look on his face.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door, reach into my pocket, and pull out a Snickers bar. Hey, kid, you okay?
He's on the floor, shaking back and forth, and he's murmuring to himself, "My mask. Where's my mask? Mask."
Okay, I'm gonna really cautiously walk up to him. I'm like, "What mask, kid? Tell me about this mask.
Where's my mask? I don't have it.
What's the mask for?"
Do you have my mask?
I don't know what mask you're talking about. Are you okay? Are you hurt in any way?
And when you asked, "What's the mask for?" he just points to the wall. And on the wall is a portion of the King in Yellow.
Mattingly, you want to take Casilda? I'll take Stranger.
Yeah, sure.
All right. And just for the record, I'm just reading this, not out loud.
Of course.
Casilda, there's nothing to fear. You see how I wear it with impunity. Be reassured, it has no power left.
Is that a truth?
It is the shadow cast by a truth. Nothing else is ever vouchsafed us, Queen Casilda. That is why I am white, in order to survive such colored shadows. And the pallid mask protects me, as it will protect you.
How?
It deceives. That is the function of a mask. What else?
You are not very full of straight answers.
There are no straight answers. But I tell you this. Anyone who wears the pallid mask need never fear the yellow sign. You tremble. All the same, my queen, that era is over. Whatever else could you need to know? Now your dynasty can start again. Again, there can be a king in Hastur. And again, Casilda, the black stars can mount the sky once more against the Hyades.
And that's been carved into the walls.
I don't know what to make of this.
Mask. Where's my mask?
Can I see anything else in the room?
You see the rest of the sheriff's office. There's a desk. It's a one-story structure. It looks like the objects in this room have been ravaged by fire.
Fire a long time ago.
Looks like a long time ago.
Well, we need to get this kid to safety, Mattingly. Martha, you out here?
I'm waiting for gunshots because you've walked into a building with guns drawn. I'm standing in the rain, very grumpily, waiting for you to poke your head back out.
Does Martha still have the radio?
All right, Martha, it's all clear. Come in.
All right. You boys running into everyone with guns. What the fuck is wrong with this kid? Hey, what's the matter?
Do you have a mask? I need a mask.
No, I do not have a mask.
We found
Please.
the kid like this on the floor, not really making sense.
Christ.
Better with this kind of thing.
You like drama, kid?
Mask.
Okay, we're not going to get anything useful out of this guy. Let's go put him in the back of the cop car. Get the boys out.
I sent you a
We still have-
message.
We
Jim.
still have lights
Oh,
to go.
I got it. So at this point, all of you can make a listen roll.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Excellent.
So,
You did, Alex.
We'll swap over to the duo.
okay. So now that we've extricated ourselves from the car without being heard, what do you want to go take a look at, Rico?
Well, we could either go to the lights or go to the shore, where that was part of the ritual that Raymond Dubois said it needed to be near the shore. I assume that that's going to be the place that everything's going to go down.
Let's go to the shore.
Let's go to the shore. I agree.
Okay. So we're on our way.
All right. And on your way to the shore, you spy a figure.
Hey.
Looks like a high school girl.
I'll walk up to her.
Hey, sweetheart.
She's slowly in a fugue state, just walking towards the lake.
Follow her.
All right. And she's entering the water now.
Hey, Missy, where are you going?
It gets to her ankles, and now her knees, now her waist.
I'm going to run out and try to grab her and pull her back.
All right. You grab her.
Where are you
And-
going? You're going to get all wet and cold.
She's wearing a mask.
I'm going to turn her around and bring her back to the shore and make her sit down.
She sits down and she starts singing Casilda's song.
Oh, yeah, I know that song.
I am Queen Casilda.
I like your mask. And I'm going to take off her mask so I can see what her face. Let's see what your pretty face looks like.
She doesn't have a face. Roll sanity. And I believe since you are both,
Past the breaking point.
since you're both indefinitely insane, any sanity loss will trigger a bout of madness.
Yeah, I
I
failed.
You failed. All right. Let's see what happens. Huh. Okay. I guess you're both paranoid. And because you take the mask off, it's in your hand, Bourdillon, and she starts to gasp for air through a mouth that she doesn't have.
I
She
think
starts to asphyxiate.
I've fallen backwards and started to move away, but I've got the mask in my hand.
Yeah. It looks like she's
What the fuck?
suffocating.
I'm gonna say to Borderline, quick, put it on. It's the only thing that will protect you.
You're in on this. You've dragged me out here to frighten me and make me freak out.
How do you know
You
that?
said paranoid, right?
Both of you are
Yeah.
paranoid.
Because it's so obvious now to me. You came to my house and you kidnapped me and you brought me out here into the middle of nowhere.
It's the king's will.
I'm going to scruffle back up onto my feet and get the hell away from Rico and this weird mannequin that he's scaring me with.
The girl, she continues to clutch at her throat.
I'm going to take out my pistol and shoot her in the head.
Okay.
Do I have to-
the gun goes off.
Yeah, you fire the gun and you shoot this girl in the head.
Do I see anything across the lake?
Are we able to hear this?
Oh, you hear this at this point.
Just to clarify, I'm running along near the water and I'm going to hide in one of the rundown houses.
Sounds good. All right. So the rest of you hear this gunshot. You also see a smashed police car window.
All right. Jesus Christ.
But you also see the tracks.
Martha,
Okay.
get the kid in the car. Mattingly, get 3 vests.
Yep. So to the boot. Pass one to Ed. Pass one to Martha. Ed, have you got the assault rifle or have you got the shotgun?
I'm carrying the rifle.
I'm going to take my pistol out of my holster and I'm going to offer it to Martha.
Or
I want you to be safe. We're going to go find out what's going on. Please keep this with you.
right, okay. Sure.
Do you know how to use this thing? Do I need to teach you how to do that?
Point and shoot. I've
Okay.
seen movies, that's good enough.
Yeah,
All right.
point and shoot. I'm going to make the gun in such a condition that it is point and shoot. So I'm going to rack the slide, put one in the chamber, and I'm going to say, listen, it's on safety right now. That switch there, if you ever need to use this, just switch that, point and shoot.
And keep the
Cool.
radio with you as well.
I have to get that out of my car.
All right. So you're going to follow the tracks.
Yeah.
All right. And Rico, after you fired that shot, what are you doing?
I'm looking to see if there's anything across the lake. And if there isn't, then I'll probably head towards the lights.
Okay. There isn't anything. There is the lights past the school.
I'll head towards them. I think that's where the play is taking place.
Okay. What about you, Lazar? You're hiding?
Yeah, I'm hiding. I'm sitting on the floor in the dark in a place I think they won't bother to look because that's what their whole plan is to try to drive me bananas.
Mhm.
But I've got that mask in my hand and I'm looking at it. I'm thinking very seriously about putting it on my face.
Okay.
Oh, and
I'm going to put it on my face.
I'm still wearing mine, by the way.
Oh, you're still wearing yours? All right. Well, that changes some things. As you both put on the mask, you find an idyllic town. And glowing it's basked in a beautiful yellow light. There is a golden trail that leads towards the lights at the end of the school.
Follow the trail.
I think it's still part of their stupid, elaborate trick. So I'm going to immediately pull it away from my face.
Okay.
I know that the king is plotting against me, and I need to remove him from power.
All right. So at this point, I would say your paranoia wears off. Just you, Bordelon. And you're huddled in a shack while the three of you, Martha, Bissonette, Mattingly, you come across the body of a high school girl who has been shot in the head.
Jesus fucking Christ, Ed.
Oh my.
This is escalated.
But
Who did this?
she doesn't have a face. So
What?
roll sanity for that.
No, he shot her in the face.
Early success.
Fail.
All right. Oh, okay. So
Fail.
on a failure, that's going to be a D4.
1.
And 0 on a success. You hear the rustling from outside your shack, board alone.
Okay. What I'm going to do, it's going to sound really strange. I was sitting on the floor. I'm going to get onto my hands and knees, and I assume the building itself is ramshackle. So I'm going to move over by the door, the screen door, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to stay really down low, and I'm going to peek around the corner and see who it is.
It's
And-
the rest of your officers, and then Martha.
Okay, but Rico is gone somewhere.
He's gone.
Yeah. Who is looking in my? I assume they're in different.
They're
positions.
pretty much all looking at the body in shock.
I'm going to.
Rico, boarded alone. Where are you?
Don't think there's any birds around here, Ed.
When I see him sort of beckoning over, I'm going to get low and sort of hustle over to him. Boarded alone. What happened here? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay, but
Thank
I think I'm sobering up. But I think I know some things. You got to watch out for Rico.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. I think I when he shot the girl, I ran.
He shot the girl?
Shot her in the head.
Jesus Christ.
But I know more. Tell the others to come over here quietly.
Wave over to Mattingly and Martha and say, come over here.
Well,
Come inside.
Okay.
Welcome to my lovely house.
Nice digs.
you're feeling better than Officer Borderline.
I'm not feeling better. I'm crazy. But
Bloody what the
I
fuck
think-
happened?
I think I think there's something weird going on here.
You don't say.
You fucking think?
No. Something that we are not expecting. This play thing and the stage directions. I still kind of want to see them, but I'm thinking there's some reason why we shouldn't. I think those kids put on some kind of black magic play and these masks. And I hold up one of the masks. These are somehow involved because I'm telling you right now, when you put this on your face, and you look through the little eye holes, this place looks like paradise.
Listen,
And I-
normally I'd tell you you're crazy.
That little girl over there with no face, she had this one on. And when I took it off, she couldn't talk. Her face was gone. I think this is some sort of voodoo black magic. But if you don't believe me, you put it on and look through the eyes. But
Listen,
you got to make sure that somebody's ready to rip it off your face because Jesus Christ.
I'm going to take your word for it. I mean, normally I'd tell you you're full of shit, but I don't know many sane reasons why someone loses a face. Jesus. What have we got ourselves
Vinny, you
into?
try it. You don't believe nothing. You're the big skeptic. Here, put it on. 1 second. 1 second only.
I'm not touching any evidence. I might not believe in hoodoo, what? But you know what? I think that these kids believe that something's going to happen
Because of the masks.
The
The masks
don't know.
make them believe. Miss Foster, you try.
A little girl shot in the face.
Why-
This is now
why?
escalated quite a bit.
Because
Okay,
if you don't, if somebody doesn't
Officer
try,
Bordelon.
nobody will
Officer
believe.
Bordelon, I've heard a lot. I believe you. Okay, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. We're gonna find these kids and we're gonna get out of here. Now, I feel like the existence of this play and these stage directions being in our possession is possibly problematic, and we will see what we can do about that before we continue on. So I'm going to pull Detective Bissonette aside and whisper to him, "You smoke, right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
You have a lighter then?"
I think I see where you're getting at.
Well, if ever since I offered the directions to him, he's been very keen on actually getting them. We should burn them now while we have the opportunity, and
Can I hear
then there
this?
won't be an issue anymore.
I mean, Martha's whispering this to Bissonette.
I'm whispering this to Bissonette specifically because he's the person who has the car keys. Okay.
So, think that
Yeah. So
do you think there's any way that doing that would somehow backfire on us or complicate things? Or
it's paper. The man's obsessed with paper. We burn the paper, no more obsession. He'll be upset, sure, but at the end of the day, I think he's coming around. He's starting to sober up from his druggy, alcohol-y, insanity trip, whatever the fuck's going on. If we get rid of the object of desire, then he will be forced to engage with us cold turkey. Sure, he'll be grumpy, but I feel like removing this is the best course of action right now.
in such a way that he knows it's gone?
I don't know about telling him about it. I wouldn't be whispering this to you if I thought it would be a great idea to tell him outright. I feel like
Right.
he's going to attempt to stop me.
Understood.
So if you give me the keys and the lighter, I can go put the kid in the backseat of the police car instead of my car. That way we know that he's not going to go running away.
Well, the window's busted out.
That is true.
Red handcuffs. I'm sorry. Not hearing. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I have to go out
My
and
only-
check on the kid anyway. So if you just hand me your keys and your lighter, I can come back and drop them back off at you in short order.
Well, you're not going to find the instructions back at the car.
Why?
I've got them.
They're on your person. Excellent. Okay. So that's simple then. I will direct Officer Bordelon and Detective Mattingly towards the lights. You burn them in here when we leave you behind, and then just simply catch us up, and then we're sweet.
All right, I'll do it.
Brilliant. Okay. Officer Bordelon, I suspect that your beat cop colleague is currently in the process of doing something that everybody will suffer the ramifications of, shall we say, and we haven't found Franklin yet. So perhaps we go and head off to these lights, find where the people are, and hopefully stop Officer Garcia from committing another cold-blooded murder. That would be ideal.
He's got
She's
the
right.
mask. He's got one of those masks on. He's not seeing things like we're seeing. He's completely taken by the mask. I bet you in the end, if you pull this thing off of his face, there won't be any face there.
Okay. So
And none of you
Officer
seem to
Bordelon.
want to believe me and try the damn fucking mask.
Officer Bordelon, okay.
I think we
Okay,
should
Officer
go to the
Bordelon.
light
Officer
too.
Bordelon, you want someone to try the mask? I'll put it on, but you
Okay.
take it off of me. Okay?
You got
Okay.
it.
I'll put it on right now.
All right,
I'll
make
put the
standing
mask
roll.
on. Success.
Success 0, but you do see the
Perfect.
perfect city, a city of poets, artists, basked in golden light.
Excellent.
And I rip it off.
Yeah, you still have a face.
Okay, Borderlands telling the truth. Let's go to the lights.
All right. Mattingly, come here for just a second.
I gotta go with Ed.
Hey, I'm going to do something real quick. I'll catch up to you guys, but don't let me get too far behind. I don't want to get split up from you guys, but I'll catch up.
Hey, Ed, if you're going back to the car, do me a favor. Bring at least one of the jerry cans with us. Thanks.
Well, I wasn't going to go all the way back there. But,
So what are you doing with Aiden? The student, high school student?
Is the student in Martha's car right now?
Yeah. So I would have put the kid in back of
Okay,
my
yeah.
car,
So I guess they're
on the way
patiently
to
waiting.
the gunshot location, because Mattingly had to get stuff out of the boot of the police car.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. I'll just make sure it's locked as we go past, I think.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, Mattingly, is I'm going to take care of these instructions here. They're no good, man. Nothing good can come out of it.
I'm gonna nod and completely agree. I think they need to go, Ed.
So I'm going to do that, and I'll catch up with you. Keep your radio on.
Yeah.
I'll try not to let you get out of my sight.
I'm gonna semi-point the rifle towards Baudelaire, but more pointing towards the ground and start moving.
All right, I got to take a leap back here behind this shed.
All right, let's go find what you want to find. The light. But we might not understand what's going on until we put on the mask.
I ain't putting no mask on my face. Keep walking.
All right, I'm going to go behind the shed, burn the instructions, and then hustle over and catch up to him.
All right. So as you light up the piece of paper containing the stage directions, the flames glow a brilliant gold, and it's gone.
Good riddance.
And then you catch up.
Yeah.
You catch up. All right. So you're going to the fields outside the Elysian Wells School. Among the football field, you see columns of carved stone that were clearly not part of the original design for this field, as well as 9 large blocks of stone arranged in a V pattern, matching the letter that Raymond sent to Franklin. There are discarded theater props. You see a couple, some masks, and a set of stairs, stone stairs that go upward, right in the middle of the field. They don't appear to stop.
Like a spiral staircase going up.
Yes.
Before we keep going, I'm just going to see if I can get Garcia on the radio.
Nothing.
Nothing?
But he probably came in this direction, so he's here somewhere. There's not many places he could hide except behind those big stones.
Makes sense. Keep your eyes peeled. He's dangerous.
All right. And you look around. You don't see Rico.
No tracks anywhere?
Nothing. Just the stairs leading to the heavens.
I need your help, though.
Sure. With what?
Make sure I don't keep it on for more than a second.
Oh, I don't like this. Okay.
So I'm going to put it on for a second and look around.
All right. I'm going to wait a moment and then pull it off.
The golden path leads upward.
Okay. And I don't feel or see Rico anywhere?
No.
Okay.
What did you see?
Golden path. It leads directly to those stairs and upward.
And you
That's
can't
where
see
they
where it
went.
ends.
Well, there's clouds and mist
Yeah.
and stuff. So.
Rico
Telling the
has
truth.
the mask on, right?
He has a mask on, yeah.
So he
The one that
probably
was on the statue.
seen exactly what you're describing.
I bet you he's already gone up.
Okay. Mattingly, do you think we should go up there?
I think we should, Ed. We need to find these kids, and as much as I don't want to believe in this supernatural mumbo jumbo, I think we've got to go through and see what happens.
Oh, does anyone have a problem waiting until daylight?
I don't know if it's going to get much brighter with this overcast.
What do these steps look like they're made out of?
Marble.
It's like a stairway to heaven. I don't like this at all.
Neither do I.
I don't know what other choice we have, Officer Bordelon. The town is clearly abandoned. If we wait much longer, perhaps whatever nonsense is going on could turn deadly. So I think the best we can do is just continue on.
We got to stop Rico.
I think there's like a 50% chance that we're all still back in my apartment doing drugs, because this is fucking weird.
I agree, Officer Bordelon. Let's go.
All right. So Mattingly and I should take point, and Martha and Bordelon can follow.
Okay. As you climb the spiraling steps, torches seemingly materialize out of nowhere, floating in the air. They turn on to light your way.
Never seen anything like this before. Nonetheless, I'm going to continue.
I'm going to cautiously keep away from him, but continue up.
Okay. And you have your weapons ready.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful.
Somebody made me leave my gun back at home.
Well, you threatened me with one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was, out of friendship.
Noted.
The fog gets thicker and thicker after about 5 minutes of climbing. There are two figures flanking the edges of the stairs. They look like twins. So they look like they're wearing no people, high schoolers. They're wearing upside down masks for tragedy and comedy.
But upside down.
Yes.
Are
They
you
don't
okay?
seem to respond.
I'm gonna sort of hide away from him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bordelon, what did you say happened when the mask was removed off of that girl at the beach?
She had no face. She started, she wasn't really gasping. She had no holes to gasp with, but she was acting like she was suffocating.
Do you think?
And what's very strange is before I took it off, she talked to us. She said she was Queen Casilda, or Queen Casilda? Something like that.
I don't know. So do you think it would be risky to remove these ones then?
I think we're going up a stairway into the sky with very strange things. I wouldn't fuck with anything that we find, because this could all end with a big giant coming to crush our bones to make his bread. We
Okay.
should take a look and then go.
Do these girls, these twins, seem to be, are they breathing, moving at all?
They're breathing. They're sentries.
I'm gonna reach into my jacket and pull out another Snickers bar. I'm gonna throw it.
It just hits them.
Paul and David, you are both in massive trouble. Do you know how much worry you've put your parents through? This is ridiculous. Come down, take your mask off now, and we can go home and sort this out. Where's Franklin?
No response.
Fuck me, these children are absolutely insane, obsessed with this bullshit that Franklin's got him plugged in. Yeah, I'm just going to storm off because I'm pissed now. Like these
Up or
kids
down?
are storming up.
Okay.
Just I'll push past people if they're not moving.
Yeah,
They're not in the way. They're just at the sides.
Oh no, I mean like the people in the party.
Oh,
like if they're not going to carry on in step with me, I'm just going to go because I need to find Franklin. Franklin is the ringleader of this, and I need to take him to task basically because he's made me drive. He's made me crash my car. He's made me drive in the middle of pouring rain in the middle of a swamp. I have been soaked through the bone. My clipboard's ruined. My papers are ruined, and I'm grumpy.
Yeah, I think that Finney threw the chocolate bar at the wrong person.
Yeah,
Looks a little bit hungry.
we'll keep going. We got to figure out where Rico went. He could be putting Franklin in danger, and these two won't respond. It's a waste of time.
All right. As you push your way past Martha, the rest of the officers follow, and the two twins, they wordlessly fall in behind you, following you up.
Oh, God damn it, kids.
Oh, so now you can follow us. Jesus Christ. Your parents are going to have your ass.
Okay. I sent you a
If they're
message,
just-
Rico.
Yeah, if they're just following us, I guess I'll let them. If they try any funny business, I guess we'll just cross that bridge when we get there.
Oh, you think there's going to be a bridge
Wishful thinking.
at the top of the stairs? Holy crap. I'm very tempted to put the mask on really quick and take a look at everything around me, but I'm also terrified of the mask.
I'm going to try Rico again. Garcia, Bissonette.
No response from Rico.
Son of a bitch, Rico.
How high do you think we are?
Well, can I see
Pretty
the-
high if we're seeing all this shit.
Yeah, tell me.
Do we feel fatigued at climbing so many stairs?
No. You feel fine.
Maybe physically.
Yes, physically fine. And eventually you do reach the top. And you are in the halls of a grand palace.
Whoa.
This
Like
time,
Grand
well,
Palace, like as in
brilliant.
Fee Fi Fo Fum Giant Palace, or
Oh,
This day's just got everything. Wonderful. Now I'm seeing a giant palace in the sky. Oh, this is great. I'm really having a great time. I get paid so well for this job. Where the fuck is Franklin?
and Miss Foster, this is what drugs are like.
I'm glad that you know that, Officer Borderline. I feel very safe with you patrolling the streets.
Good. All right.
Is there
Okay.
one way to go? Or
Are the twins still following us?
yeah, they're following you.
Okay.
Like it's their purpose.
Is there an obvious direction to go?
Yes, there is.
Like, through a hall to a palace.
Yes, it's the hall, the palace, French architecture.
Is there
Right.
any sort of hallway splitting off or anything? No. Okay.
No.
I was going to say try splitting up and see what they do.
I just failed my willpower, so I'm going to quickly put the mask up to my face and look through.
Right. It's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life.
when I noticed that
Like heaven.
that on him, go, Jesus Christ, Borderline, quit it.
And as you put the mask onto yourself, the twins behind you, they'd give you a nod at
Aye.
the same time in union.
So we'll say that with that Detective Bissonette has the mask. Since
Yes.
he took it off my face. Oh my God. Look around you. This is really beautiful, but you put on the mask and it's paradise.
Take your word for it. I'm not doing it. But you see how those kids reacted when you did that?
Yeah, they want us to go. That scares me more than anything else.
God, I feel like we're walking into a trap.
I feel like we're walked into the trap, and they're the ones keeping us from coming out of the trap.
I'm gonna turn around to one of the twins and I'm going
You
to.
hear that? It's string music, violin. You're hearing a violin.
The hell is this? Mattingly, am I going crazy? Do you hear music?
Is it, yeah.
Are you alone, Martha?
I hear it.
Yeah.
But I can't identify what symphony or song it is.
Brilliant. Let's find the music. Maybe it's Franklin. God's sake, that kid is in
One-
so much fucking trouble.
One way to go. No use dilly-dallying. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll approach the sound.
Okay. As you walk towards the sound, you enter a chamber. And bear with me here because there's a lot happening. There is wooden pews on the walls of this chamber. Sitting on the pews themselves are ghost-like specters whose only material forms would be the masks that they are wearing. In the center of the room is a stone bowl filled with a glowing amber liquid, and lined up to take a drink from this stone bowl are two teenagers wearing masks. And sitting at the far end of the entrance to this room, directly across from the entrance, is a figure in tattered robes, masked, impossibly tall, and in yellow. Behind him, the void of space opens up as there is a leathery bat-winged creature, almost like a steed, just waiting to take off.
I'm immediately taking cover.
Yeah, and on top of that, you see Rico Garcia in his mask, bowing in reverence to this kingly figure.
Is there any cover? I don't think there is any cover.
There is no cover, but we can also roll sanity for this scene.
That I passed.
You passed? All right.
That's
I
It's gonna be
just passed.
If you pass,
Fail.
it's going to be a D4.
I
It's
failed.
just it's kind of what I'm starting to expect.
D10.
4.
I got a 2.
7.
7. All right. So make an intelligence roll, Busanet.
Succeeded.
All right.
uh-oh.
Roll a D10. As you realize, you have this insane realization that this play
8.
was never the goal. It was always just the vehicle to true enlightenment. And what did you get?
I rolled an 8.
Rolled an 8. So that's going to be emotional outburst. So would you like to cry or laugh? Comedy or tragedy?
All right. I'm just going to start laughing at the absurdity of all this.
Okay.
This is a hoot. These guys are all crazy. What are they doing?
Yes.
I'm going to grab Ed and calm down, Ed. Calm down.
Have you ever seen anything funnier than this?
The twins, they fall into line to line up at this stone bowl with the liquid.
How tall is that guy? 10 feet tall? Jesus. What is that? A bird horse? Come on.
And at this point, Rico, you can act.
I'm going to say to the king, my king, I know that you're the head of the imperial dynasty of America and that you are the true heir to this world. And that at the end of the world, there's only emptiness. But I don't want that because I'm the king. And I'm going to take over and I'm going to pull out my gun and shoot him in the mask.
Okay, yeah, you shoot him in the mask. It breaks open. And within the hole of the mask, you see the universe as what it is and what it will be, insignificant. And at this point, would you like to dodge or fight back?
Oh, can I fight back by trying to put my mask onto his face? So to replace it?
Sure.
Okay, I'll do that. And what would I fighting brawl for that?
Yep, it'd be brawl.
Okay. Oh no, it's a fail.
All right. So the robe-like tatters, they reach for you, they grab you, they start to bring you closer, they lift you up effortlessly. And as you're looking into the void of its face, they turn into a meat grinder of pallid teeth. This is the last thing you see as you're pulled in right into his face. You're gone. The rest of you can roll sanity if you're not already in hysterics.
Please, 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 please.
Success.
Fail.
Okay. That's going to be a D8 on a
pass.
failure. And a 1 on a pass.
Pass.
I am now close to my threshold.
But not at your threshold.
I'm not at my threshold yet, but I'm.
VSNet, you're just laughing.
I'm 3-4 away.
Roll the 5, so make a 10. You make a D10 roll. Actually, no, make an intelligence roll and then a D10.
Where's my intelligence? I don't like these new sheets.
And at this point, VSNet, you snap back into it. Just like
No,
the king simply
I
materializes a new mask and puts it back on.
I fail my intelligence, so
You're good. You're a little freaked out, but you don't go into a bout of madness. So at this point, because of this intrusion, the king will decree that you will be sentenced to death. So, what would you like to do, Lazar?
I think I'm running for the stairs back down.
Okay. Sounds good. And you start to run. Detective Mattingly, what would you like to do?
How easily could I get to the kids?
Yeah, you could definitely get to the kids.
Ed, let's get the kids and fucking run.
Copy.
And it's at this point, as you make a move towards the kids, the specters on the pews, they begin to close in. Martha, what would you like to do?
I believe the term is "get the fuck out of here." I'm turning tail and running at first opportunity.
Okay. And the shades, they move in. Would you like to fight back or dodge, Mr. Mattingly?
Dodge.
What about you, Bissonette?
How fast are these things moving?
They're taking their time, but you're outnumbered.
So does it look like they're going to close in before we can like grab the kids and run?
They'll definitely get some shots off at you, but you'll still get the kids.
All right. So I think we're going to try to grab the kids, run, and then I'm going to just try to avoid them. So dodging.
Okay.
I got 35. So it's a pass.
All right, so with the 35, that's good. Do that 2 more times.
$29. Yep, that's a hard pass. No, sorry, it's a pass.
Okay, very good. Well, they got in hard for one of them. So why don't you lose a D3 of magic points? And why don't you take 20% off your highest skill?
Okay.
As you begin to forget. Did you ever have a wife? Who are you? And as for Bissonette, would you like to dodge or fight back? And if you're doing that, do that 3 times.
Okay. I'm going to dodge 3 times then. One extreme success, 1 regular success, and a fail.
All right, you managed to dodge all 3. as they move in and try and just touch you. As for the kids, you're able to run up to them, and just as Franklin is taking a sip from this bowl, this stone bowl full of amber liquid.
Can I slap that away?
Yeah, you can. Slap it out of the way. And when you grab onto him, I'm assuming you're grabbing onto him, he resists. He wants to stay.
Oh, God damn. Can I... So
Knock him out, Ed. Knock him out.
Yeah, can I tase him and then run away with him?
Yeah, you can tase him.
All right, I'm going to tase him to interrupt his resistance, and then...
All right. Yeah, you whip out your taser, and then you fire him and carry him. Are you just taking the one? There's still 3 kids left.
I can't get 2 kids at once.
Okay. That being said, it is now the king's turn in all his regal glory. He's going to just gaze, a piercing gaze at your transgression, Bissonnette. Why don't you make me a power roll? You hear whispering behind you.
I failed.
You failed? All right. So you're going to take some sanity damage. And that's going to be a 3 sand.
Okay.
And now, Lazar, you're still running. The palace around you starts to crumble.
And I'm not looking back.
Oh, that's smart. What about you, Mattingly?
I'm going to continue trying to grab at least 2 of the kids and trying to run.
All right, in that case, I would say that's a strength roll.
Okay.
Being a little greedy.
Oh, no, that's a fail.
Okay.
I got 90.
Excellent. So you desperately try to get to the kids. You grab them. They resist. Why are they resisting? Why are they doing this? Don't they want to live? Don't you want to live? Martha, you're running far away. As once again, the immaculate stonework begins to crumble and fall all around you. And you see it there in front of you, the stairwell down. And once more, the shades, they move in silently. So, Mattingly, 3 dodge rolls or fight back rolls, if you'd like, as they begin to surround you.
The first one is 15.
Okay.
Second is 35. And the last one's 26.
With a 35, they are going to beat you on the second one. So you can give, why don't you lose a D3 of magic points and remove 20% from your high stat.
Okay, so
and
2.
Who are you? Are you a police officer? You have the uniform. You have the gear, but you don't remember going to the police academy. You don't remember solving any cases.
Can I still remember Ed?
Yes.
I'm going to yell, Ed, let's get the fuck out of here.
Come on, Madden. Let's just go.
All right.
I definitely do not know how to use a computer anymore.
Listen, you did what you could. I can't lose you.
All right. But maybe you will lose him. Who knows? Because the shades, they move into you, Bissonnette. 3 dodge rolls or
All right, 3 dodge rolls. Two fails and an extreme pass.
2 fails. Ooh, that's rough. All right, so why don't you take off 2d3 from your magic points? and remove 20% off your highest skill twice. Your high school years are gone just like that. As are all the friends you made at the academy.
Probably best I forgot high school.
All right. And now we're going to go to Bissonnette's turn. Are you just evacuating with Franklin?
Yeah, I got him up on my shoulders and I'm running.
All right. You're running, and the tatters, 6 of them appear from the form of the king. And 6 of the tatters are going to strike at you, Mattingly. Would you like to dodge or fight back?
I'm going to fight back.
All right, you're going to fight back. Let's
Yep.
see it.
I got a 35.
Is that a success or a heart?
That's a success.
So it does hit you first. Okay, so here's the damage. Because you were hit first, and that's going to be... How much health do you have, by the way?
7.
Okay, so this is what happens. A tatter latches onto you, and then another, and then another. And they all pull in separate directions as you're torn limb from limb. You are dead. Do you look back, Bissonnette? You hear Mattingly scream.
I'm not looking back. I can't afford to trip. I hear him scream. I know that wasn't good. I've heard that scream before.
You have. And you make it to the stairs, along with everyone else who's been already on the way down, as the palace, it crumbles around you. Eventually, you make it to the end, where when you look back, the stairs are gone. You have Franklin. He's crying. I'm sorry. I just wanted to see my dad again.
You're going to be all right, kid. We're going to get you home.
The walk back to your car, is it silent or?
I don't think I'm walking. I'm still running.
Yeah,
He's
we're
still
running
too. I'm
Franklin's crying.
Okay. So you run back to the car, having retrieved Franklin as well as Aiden.
I'm about a half mile down the road running.
Right.
I'm in pieces on the floor.
You are.
If we get back to the car, I'm going to throw Franklin in there. Martha can get in if she wants. And if I see Bordelon running down the road, I'll stop to pick him up.
I've got my own car, so I'm
Okay.
gonna jump in and
You're
peel
just
out.
gunning it far away
Yeah.
from this hellish
Yeah,
place.
I'm done. Fuck this.
Right. That being said, you drive off into the night, and as you enter the bayou and you drive for maybe an hour, the sun starts to rise. It is a new day. And we'll do some epilogues here. Because Rico and Mattingly, the department never hired you. You never existed. You're forgotten.
All those photos were for nothing.
You're congratulated for rescuing the children, Bissonnette and Martha and Bordelon.
Do we remember Rico and Mattingly?
I can't forget Mattingly.
It's hard to remember, but you do
I'm
remember
gonna miss
them.
you, bro.
You remember their faces.
I am
At family cookouts. And
But no one else does. It's like they never existed.
despite my Catholic faith, I am going to find Miriam Chamani, the voodoo high priestess in New Orleans, and consult with her about what the fuck just happened. And I'm going to leave the police force, and I'm going to live in a little hovel someplace out in the middle of the bayou.
I'm going to get into it with the whole department, duke it out with the chief and say, listen, no, he's getting a full police burial.
What police burial? Hey, listen, you did a great job, BeastNet, rescuing the kid, but I don't know who you're talking about.
This guy, Vincent Mattingly, he served his whole career on this force. He was my partner.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Listen, your son.
Listen, if you need leave, take it. You've earned it.
Oh, I'm not leaving until he gets burial.
Who?
Listen, just do it.
I'll humor you. We'll have a burial for him.
I'm going to give him a long eulogy, and I'm going to line out his career, all the cases we worked together. I'm going to put pictures blown up on those easels of
no
him and
one
me.
Attends. And if they did, you look like a stark raving madman.
Yeah, he completely fails his psych eval.
Yes.
I'm putting it on. I'm going to the cemetery, and I'm gonna hire some bagpipe players.
His ex-wife doesn't even remember him. She never married anyone.
Well, he still
His
gets
parents
service.
never had any children.
That's what matters in my book.
And that's right. And you did save 2 of the kids. What happens to Martha Foster?
Well, I promised. I need to find a name because I've forgotten it. Valencia. I promised Valencia that we'd get Franklin back. And though I wasn't particularly responsible for that part, we did in fact get Franklin back. I think I'm gonna wind down my interactions with the social work department, try and find some cushy desk job where I can turn my brain off and just type on a computer all day.
Yeah, you get it. You're a hero.
Yeah.
You were in the case that saved the kids.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep contact with Valencia and her family, and I hopefully have a productive relationship with them for years to come.
And let's say you do. But the rest of the kids, they're gone. They fell into obscurity. No one remembers them. They were unremembered. And let's end it there.
Well, one last thing. Do I still remember the whole play by heart?
Roll luck. if you fail, you do.
I've forgotten it. Oh, I got 32. I passed.
So you forgot it.
Oh, that's okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Masonette's he's going to become the local madman. He's going to be putting billboards up so no one forgets these kids. He's going to say, never forget. It's going to be pictures of these kids and their names and their ages. And people are just going to think he's nuts, but he's going to retire from the force, collect his pension, and try to keep these kids from fading into obscurity.
All right. Very good.
Follow whiskey around to BeastNet's house every other week.
Yeah.
Anonymously, but.
All right. So now reveal what did we get everything or did we?
So the story was that Raymond Dubois, he wanted to meet his son again. And he was in Elysian Wells performing the play because he was called by the King in Yellow. He had this urge to perform it. He performed it, killed everyone there, wiped off the town. He got unremembered. But the mail to his son, Franklin, got lost in the mail system, and he got it late, 6 years late, I believe. And when he got it, Franklin wanted to see his father, of course, because if you're in that kind of state, curiosity really gets you going. So he enlisted the help of his friends, the Signs, and using the copy of the play he got from his father, he was able to transcribe it into English as well as perform it for Mardi Gras Mardi Gras rehearsal, which led to the incident with the principal getting his face bitten off and some suspensions. So they then went to Elysian Wells, putting together the pieces to find where it is using the road atlases, performed the play there, and opened the gate to Carcosa, where you found them getting ready to be taken away by the king. The whole scene with the amber bowl in the middle was space mead. So after they drank that, they would be going onto the back of the Bayaki, get whisked away.
Probably should have done that. Damn it.
That would have been such a cool ending, Rico.
Well, what I was going to do was I was going to put on the king's mask, but I thought that I would just probably die if I tried to do that.
Yeah, this scenario, I really liked it, and I chose it to run it because you actually get to go against an avatar of
This is cool.
Yeah.
Aster.
An avatar of a great old one.
Cool.
Never forget.
All right.
Wow.
Let's finish it up. Our players included Scott Champeau, Daniel DePaulis, Max Meltzer, Riley Kruger, and myself with Alex Sun as the Keeper of the Secrets. We have a Discord server where you can chat with our other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. If you'd like to help support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 per month helps us a lot. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Tom Riley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck, good game.